Good day, good day. Welcome. We've got Mr. Depression over in the corner there.
Hey
Uh,
guys, darkness.
we got
Darkness is nice.
Patty living it up, repping the shades.
Oh, oh,
Those are something else, man. And
for
Carter.
no particular reason. Oh yeah.
What's up, gangsters?
So Cam, let's get right into it. How you
I don't
feeling?
want to, I don't want to talk about it. Ah, just a terrible performance by me. I put the blame on myself for that one. Sorry, Dirty Mike. I did my best, and look where that got us. Eating M&Ms in the dark. Talking to Pat about games that could have been different. I don't know.
Are they
It,
peanut M&Ms, raisin? What do you got there?
peanut, of course,
Okay.
and Doritos and A&W root beer. Oh, just kind of
Okay.
eating my. I've been eating my feelings the last 3 days.
So what you're
I got home
saying is you're putting on that fat volume because it's easier to build muscle once you have a little extra fat for this off season.
exactly. I already texted Kendall that night. I'm like, "Okay, I'm tired of losing. I'm getting in the gym." And then I also told my wife, "I'm like, babe, I can't go to sleep right now." So I drove to A&W and just mucked a bunch of food because I was so mad,
Oh man.
so frustrated. Not even with the team, just with myself. I played terrible, but
Why do we care so much about sports?
dude, it's a men's rec league. I'm 26 years old and I just love it and I hate losing. And especially when I play bad. If I played okay, I feel a little bit less bad about it. But because I played bad, I just
Your stats, other than shooting percentage, were fine, right? Like you contributed. Just
yeah, I feel like I contributed, but I just could not hit any jumpers yesterday. You know what? But part of it is I'm going to probably have Sean in somewhere in my DPOI voting because like
as
Sean
you
was on
should.
me. Get the lighter. He was on me for most of the game. It was just like this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
He's so strong, right?
He's so strong. Hey Pat, if Carson was there, would Sean have got a Carson instead?
No, I feel like we probably would have had Ez on him,
Hmm.
to be fair. And then maybe Sean would have rotated to, no, you would have stayed on you, and then I would have
Yeah,
guarded somebody. But
that dude's a menace. To be
yeah,
fair, all the pie scores, all the both teams were just it was bad. It was
it,
terrible.
it was an ugly game. There was a lot of free throws too, right? Like a lot of people going to the line and like really physical game too, which, I mean, it was a playoff game, right? It's a playing game, you know,
It
playoff
was, yeah.
atmosphere. Yeah.
I think I came in too aggressive. I just came in. I'm like, hey, it's time to go, and then it's just like I usually miss all my 3 pointers short, but they're all bricking off the back of the rim.
It's
It
Mhm.
clanging.
was it was bad. You,
Goodbye,
You're just
Cam. Goodbye,
You're just too quick.
Cam.
You need to step it back to like the blue line,
I think
Step it
so.
back a couple of feet.
Yeah. A few of those 3 pointers were just me heaving it up at the end of the game. I could hear Kendall when I was heaving it up. Kendall's like, "Oh my!" I'm just like fading 5 feet past the arc and just throw it up there. That was terrible. But my team had. Let me read you all the fouls for everybody. 5 personal fouls for Joe. 6 lane fouled out. Nate had 5. Mike had 3. Tony had 4. I had 3. We committed. How many fouls did we commit? 24. They missed 2 on lane on this too, so
You got to have
26.
26. Yeah.
26 personal fouls.
No, sorry. No, I think you're right. No, 24. Yeah, 24. And we only had 11.
At Patty's team, I mean, we fouled them a bit at the end of the game. They shot like 8 free throws at the end of the game, but they shot 36 free throws. Take
Are you
like eight
blaming
or
it on
10.
the refs, Cam?
Jim Whitehead. I blame it on Jim Whitehead. I'm just kidding, Tim. I'm
Ooh.
just kidding, Tim. You have to. It was just a tight whistle, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. It's my
Um,
own fault for shooting 6 for 24.
the
I
Tim
mean,
response would be they shot 17 threes, you guys shot 39 threes.
That's
So
crazy.
you're not going to the paint, so obviously you're not going to get the calls and There's his response for you.
Man, by the end of the game, I'm just throwing stuff at the rim. It's crazy.
Goodbye, Cam. Goodbye, Mike. Woo!
You're
Let's go.
you're telling me you're happy to see Marriott eliminated?
Well, I'm not not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm. But
Right.
I think again, just Sean only had 8 points. That seems crazy. So did
Well,
Pat.
he surprisingly he shot, at least according to Sports Video, 2 for 11 from the free throw line.
Oof.
Those
like
Boom brothers got to get to the Y.
yeah.
Yikes.
That's funny.
I saw that afterwards because I knew Sean shot a lot of free throws, as did I. But like, I like looked and I was like, dang, like 2 for 11. It's like that can't be right. But I haven't like double checked
Well, you only had 8.
footage.
I thought you had more than that.
Yeah, no, I didn't have very many. No,
Thought he had
I missed a lot
11.
of those free throws in the end,
Yeah,
including airballing the one, and then I looked at you and
man, no one scored over 16 points. Braden leading scorer. He's my
yeah.
downfall, dude. You know, in the game earlier this season when they beat us by 20, Braden had like 23, shot 50% from the field. Not 50% this time, but man, put your lighter away. Gosh, I shouldn't have got on. I'm just mad already.
Remember, Carter just pieced out in this situation in the past, right? He just shuts it off when you're going after him too much. Um, it was funny because we talk about all the teams having a shot. Uh, that first half felt like these two teams deserved to be in the play-in game. Like it was painful.
Dude, it was so bad. It was just terrible.
Free throw percentage, 39% for the Conrads, 44% for Dirty Mike. That's
This
rough.
has to be the worst this CMDL league game of all time.
Well, even field goal percentage, 34% for us and 26% for Dirty Mike.
We shot 26%. Yeah, we shot
That's,
22 for
Oh.
84.
that's
22 for
crazy.
84. Ridiculous.
Got to give
Uh,
the guys who came and watched that game an extra vote for the 50% off to watch that bad rap ball
I
game.
felt bad for them, dude. Oh my goodness.
That was wild.
Two
Happy we got the
for
dub though.
2 for 13 from 3. Gosh.
Thanks.
But it's okay. It was fun. Pat's an all-star. It was good.
Yeah, we'll talk about the All-Star ballot here actually a little bit later. Show you guys who's going to be on the ballots now that GMs have voted.
Nice.
Let's talk a little bit about Sunday though. Who were some standout performances for you guys?
Sunday, fun day, Monday.
I'll start off with Jerry again doing what he does. That was with the banter going all game. I wanted him to get an 8 rebound game, so I think I had to have 13 more boards than he did to pass him in the boarding competition. But he got a quiet 21 boards again, so he just gets after it.
Yeah, he beat the crap out of me. Yeah, like I think he had 3 blocks that game, but I'm pretty sure he had 4. Like Sports Video says he has 3, but
Okay.
like every single block he had was on me, and like he beat me up. I had no answer for him.
Yeah, he's legit.
He was legit.
Ezra had a solid game that one.
I was
24
gonna say that, yeah.
got after it.
Kendall, you had a great game. 20 and 19. Are you kidding me? On 7 for 10. That's awesome. Look at your free throw percentage, though. You weren't gonna say nothing about it, but you wanted someone to talk about it a little bit. That's not bad. 5 for 7 from the line.
Yeah.
Come on, Wings. That's nice, man.
Yeah, can't just foul me when it's late season. Beginning of the season, you hack me all you want. I'll go 0 for 8 all day, but end of the season I'll hit a couple.
Yeah. Joey actually played really well too against us. He I didn't realize how good of stats he had, but he
Joey's
had
been
15
cooking.
points, 8 boards.
Yeah.
Man, kid's just a dog, dude.
He's been cooking.
Well done.
I thought well, Nick Gibb had another good game, 42.
Mhm.
Jackson only had 15. 15 out of 5.
That's three in a row, big ones for him now, eh?
Nick, yeah. 48 the week before, 42. I don't know what his one before that was, but
Tristan had a good game, 20 points, 8 and 4. Good shooting percentage. Same with Chase.
I was
That team's
gonna
been playing fantastic, man. Well
I was just
done.
gonna say for Los Polos, like Tristan, Kyle, and Chase all had 20 plus points.
and then
Like
Dave,
each one,
Garrett, and their sub had 12, 10, and 10.
yeah. Like
It's crazy.
when you're giving up 20 points to three guys, and then all the other guys are almost in like double figures, like that's just a tough team to beat. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how good they are defensively, too.
Mhm.
Stuff.
Mhm.
Looking good, man.
So,
I also want to give Anthony a shout out. 28, 8 and 6.
Mhm.
Really good game for you, Dirty Mike and the boys.
Yeah, Anthony had a great game. That like we played like if we played like that this week, that would have been awesome. But we have our good weeks and our bad weeks. But Anthony
And
cooked.
I also want to
That's
give
won't be
a
having
little.
any weeks anymore, Cam. Won't be having any more weeks. So,
oh. I'm gonna kill you.
I I
Uh,
also wanted to give a shout out to Rylan Clark with 16, 5 and 4.
nice, yeah.
Like in the early going in the season, like not seeing the rock a lot, but like as of late, getting the ball, putting the ball in the hoop, playing well for those boys.
he's solid. Cool, cool.
Oh, one person I wanted to shout out just in general is actually Dave for being a first time GM. It's his first season in the league too, right? And drafting a killer squad, man.
Second
Second,
season.
yes, sorry,
Second.
second season. Yeah, yeah. But still, like 2 seasons in the league, comes in as a GM second season and just drafts a dog squad. Like that's
Yeah,
impressive, man.
they've been
Shout
so
out to
good.
him for real.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna try to find the conversation I had with him when he said he wanted to be GM. Let's see, where is that? You
But
guys
like
chat about something else. I'll
like
find it. It was
it's
pretty fun.
impressive that he got like he took a bit of a different strategy. A lot of like guys coming in would probably try to get like guys really high early picks, but he went a little bit of a different route and he capitalized on those picks, man. Kyle's been a dog. Chase has been fantastic this year. Mikasa, man. Oh man, well done. For real.
Tristan.
Crazy. Tristan, yeah, Tristan
Tristan,
always
Mr.
steps up.
Consistent, man. He never I don't think I've ever seen him miss a jump shot. I'm trying to think back to a time when I've seen him miss and I haven't.
I found it. So he had said he was interested in being a GM, and then I followed up with him a little bit later and asked if he was still interested. And often when I'm deciding on those, I take a look at their like All-Star and Awards voting, because then I get an idea of are they out to lunch or do they actually have an idea of the game of basketball. And he hadn't submitted his the year before. And so I told him, I said, you never end up submitting your awards voting from last year, so it's tough for me to gauge your GMIQ. But if you're feeling confident, we could give it a try. Um, he said, okay, fair enough. Yeah, just let me know. When you're talking about GMIQ, are you referring to me making a non-competitive roster? So he took that personally and he got the clipboards out and yeah, great job,
Good
Dave.
for him, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
well
he
done.
crushed.
Uh, would you guys agree that Los Polos is pretty clear the favorites? Like obviously record wise, yeah, but if you're putting money on the line, are you taking Los Polos?
If I had to bet, I'd say I'd take Los Polos. Like if I had to put money down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
they're
so
probably the
much scoring.
yeah, they're probably the betting favorite, but like if you were to like ask me like Los Polos or the field, I'd definitely say the field. I'd say. I think there's just again, there's like anybody can win any given game, like there's got to be a lot of respect on like green analytics and surf squad and even principal off like every team really. So like yeah, I would say the field in that, but Los Polos
Casco
definitely
Crush.
So funny.
Speaking of Casco, him and Levi are recording chat as we speak right now for their depoy conversation. So
Nice.
yeah,
Levi's cooking, man.
I'd invited Jackson as well, but he wanted to bring Levi on too, and I'm like, that's too many cooks in the kitchen. So,
That would have been
Package
the best
deal.
pod ever. That would
Package
have been the
deal.
best pod ever.
oh man.
Carter, you said Kendall wanted someone to mention his free throws. You want someone to mention your assists on Sunday, don't you?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna, I'm not gonna say
10
anything.
assists? Where 10 assists? You didn't pass me once last season.
Ball wasn't in my hands enough, Cam. Sorry.
Ball was constantly in your hands. That's crazy.
Not in passing position.
It's the Kendall effect. I think when Kendall's on a team, like selfish players become unselfish, start moving the rock. He just has that
I
effect,
don't think I don't think Carter's selfish. When I played with Carter way back in like the OG season, like man, if we were keeping track of stats like that, he's guaranteed average 7 assists a game, just giving me just balls down low constantly.
Stockton
Dude,
and
for sure.
Malone, man. We were
Dude,
different, me and
you're
Patty.
Jason Kidd. You're Jason Kidd for real.
Oh, I miss the days, man. Cam,
Stop it, Pat.
it's because
Stop it, Pat.
you weren't a pick and roll guy. You're standing 5 feet behind the 3-point line. How am I supposed to get assists, man?
Yeah, you got to make
Figure it
buckets.
out.
You get assist.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah, so we made some changes. Had Carter handling the ball a little bit more. Kind of was the game plan. And Carter, I think I want to say like probably 3 of the first 5 possessions you pulled up. I was like, oh boy, what did we get ourselves into here?
Pulled up or turned it over.
Oh no, that was good.
What are you
Let's
lighting on fire?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
I think he had a candle in his hand before. Yeah.
Little buttercream
Wow. Did you
icing
get that
candle.
from Bath and Body Works?
Yeah, my mom gave it to me.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, she's a sweetie. Shut up, my mom. Shut up, mom. Anyways,
let's get into those all-star ballots. So again, the process this year we did a little bit different. So GMs nominated 1 to 3 all-stars and one person for each award. And then commissioners, so Cam and I got to add one piece if we thought it was necessary. And then I created a ballot for GMs, and they brought that number of all-stars down to 21-ish, and the award ballots down to about 5. So just the top 21 and the top about 5. If it was 2 that were really close, so like if the 5th and 6th place person both had 6 votes, then I kept them both on the ballot. So that's what I'm going to show you now. And then the league will vote on this on probably Sunday night or Monday. I'll send out the league ballots. So I'll go ahead and share the screen with you. Already, we're gonna have a handful of snubs, and it's only gonna get worse once we vote. So there we go. Can you guys see that all right?
Looks good to me.
Alrighty, so all-star ballot, we got Anthony, Billy, Bob, Cam, Carter, Chase, Jackson, Jerry, Justin, Kendall, Kyle, Logan, Greeno, Makesa, Nick, Patty, Quinn, Rylan, Sebastian, Tim, and Zach. So again, not an all-star yet. Seven guys on that list aren't going to be an all-star, which is just crazy to think about where we've come from,
That's
even last season, right? Like. I thought there was maybe 2 or 3 snubs last season, but yeah, pretty crazy.
That is crazy. Holy.
Patty, Carter, you guys weren't in on the voting process, so right away, whose name sticks out as not being on there that you think should?
hmm.
maybe Sean Boone. I know maybe his stats don't stick out, but he's always such a dog every year.
Yep.
It's one that might stick out right away.
Obviously, Barch and Ruben could be on there potentially, but didn't play enough games, so that's why
Yeah,
they.
I was gonna say I was curious about
Yeah,
Bart.
man.
Eligible due to like the missing games or not.
Yep,
So
missed too many. I was
Mm,
I was a little surprised that Jordan Ryder didn't make it. He's put together a good second half of the season.
hmm even like I don't see Tristan's name on there.
No, Tristan didn't make the.
Oh. But I mean, you can only have so many people from Los Polos on on there. But
Yeah, that's a tough one because Makesa had better games, but was less consistent than Tristan, whereas Tristan's
Mhm.
pretty even keel, going to give you that, what, 18, 20-ish points a game,
yeah,
but doesn't have that star feel, I guess.
who do you think
What's
is like who do you think
what's
it should
Carter
be?
doing on there? Weird.
Cam,
He,
you don't think I should be on there, Cam? Why?
I don't know. You're like the fifth option on your team.
Fair enough.
He also hit two game winners though. Just
Yeah, that's gonna stick in the voters' brains, isn't it?
yeah, for sure. If I was a voter, Carter would be on there because he's.
My freaking guy, Patty. You're my freaking guy, man. Come on.
I know.
You know
Gosh,
what,
I love the guests on this pod. I
dude?
love the
All the
guests all the
guests team
time.
up with Carter.
Cause they like me, man. I'm a straight up guy, man.
I
Cam.
know you are.
I'm a salt of the earth type of guy.
I need to take this sweater off. It is so freaking.
Cam, as soon as you're in head office, you lose the respect.
What did Kendall say?
I said as soon as you're in head office, you lose that respect.
Yeah, it's true. Whatever.
MVP. So you got Chase, Jerry, myself, Kyle, Seabass, and Zach. Pretty solid list. Obviously, some right away. Jackson not on there. Nick Gibb with how he's been playing lately. I think if Nick played the same way as these last three games all season long, he's has to be top three. But just didn't have that all season long.
I don't know, man. I feel like Nick should be on there. That's just my thoughts. Didn't he lead the league in scoring?
I don't. Maybe he is at this point.
I think he is at the moment. Yes, when I looked earlier, I think
So the
so.
league leader in scoring isn't on the MVP ballot. I just don't know.
That's
I
pretty
just
Yeah,
don't know
crazy.
about that.
he's one like 0.1 points ahead of Zach.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
And
I'd
he
put him
is
on there.
seventh. He is seventh in pie rating. So
Who?
Nick.
Nick. Yeah.
I think he should be on that ballot, but
Yep.
He's kind of turned. Yeah, the start of the year was rough, but then all his percentages went up. His pie score went up every game. He's really pushed into that top 10. It's been impressive.
oh well,
I think
what it is.
for voting already, we're just within the GMs. Maybe Jackson and Nick shared too many votes, right? So Jackson beat half of the teams, so those GMs voted for him. Nick beat half the teams, so those GMs voted for him. Um, could be one of those situations.
True.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, I'll let you just take a peek at all the other ones, see if there's any there that you feel like really should have been on who got snubbed, or any other comments, any surprises there.
I'm mad about Sean Boone not being on DPOI.
Yeah,
I
same.
put him there, man. Holy cow, he's so good.
He didn't have nearly as many blocks this year as he did like this season as he did last season, but I like every single game like we're throwing him on like the best player on the other team for the most part and like felt like he like held his own. Maybe the game against Casco when Chris came in. No, that was a tough one, but like I think all around like yeah. I hate playing against Sean Boone. So,
Same.
I think the
Um,
thing, again with Sean is he can guard top to bottom, right? Like he can slow down bigs, he can slow down quick guards. So
See,
Um,
I was watching my all my missed field goals last from Tuesday, and there's one where I got a screen and I drive towards the rim and I get kind of around Pat. You kind of let me go by you. And Sean was following, and then he goes around Pat on the other side and gets to the rim at the same time as me, and I just whip it off the backboard because he's coming in so hot. I'm like, how did he get there? The recovery is insane.
yeah.
So much respect for
Uh,
that dude.
Lane can't be on this. Did Lane play enough games to be on the Six Man of the Year ballot?
Yeah, he played enough games.
I don't know. I think he should be there. That's
That's
my
fair.
opinion. Played well against us, and he seems to put up some points. So I'd throw him on there.
Yeah, he's a big contributor.
That's a good Six Man of the Year list, though. Holy cow, those are some studs right there.
Yeah.
And Fallon. Ah, just kidding, Fallon. I'm just messing.
Role player of the
Those three will always be in decoy. Logan, Mike, and Mike. Every year without fail, they're in there.
guy like
List role player of the year. Sorry.
I was gonna say a guy like Mikasa could have been in that depoy as well. He was close, just barely didn't make the cut. Um, who else was close there? And Sean was just 1 or 2 votes out. 2 votes out. Yeah.
Look at Kyle Mitchell, decoy MVP. Wow. What a season.
I think for me, Jerry's the scary one. He's got good chance at MVP, good chance at Rookie of the Year, good chance of Role Player of the Year. Role Player again is drafted rounds 3 to 5.
Mm.
Chance at League Culture guy. Like this guy's in everything.
Jerry's a legend, man.
Cool. And then that sportsmanship award, so that's a new one. Whitehead had the suggestion to nominate some guys, have officials nominate guys, and our officials will vote on who that sportsmanship award should go to. So um, the candidates for that one are to be determined yet.
Sweet.
Young
Carter,
Buck of the Year is a fun one.
how does it feel not to be a young buck anymore?
Yeah, it sucks, man. Freaking sucks. But I don't think I'd beat Zach this year, so yeah.
That's funny.
Or Seabass. Seabass on there. There's some studs on that Young Buck of the Year award
Yeah.
this year. Holy cow.
A lot of good young
Didn't
players,
take a
man.
close enough look. I don't know if I'd beat any of them. Legends, man. Shout out Ez, shout out Shippy, man. Love those boys.
They're great teammates. Love them.
Fantastic dudes.
Yeah. Gonna be tough voting. Getting down to 21 was tough. Getting that 21 down to 14, especially I think the MVP, that like the rookie of the year. I find those ones a little bit easier to vote for. But the All-Star voting I think is going to be a real tough one.
Have you mocked out 14 yet, Kendall?
I did before we had this list though, and did I have 1 or 2 that I thought were on that were no longer on that list, I think. So
Wow, so crazy.
yeah, crazy. It'll be a fun All-Star game though. Again, for those new to the league, 14 guys make it. We have our 5 first team, our 5 second team, and then our 4 reserves. And we will decide who our GMs are for that. They'll draft for that All-Star game, and then put a little something on the line and have some fun.
I'm on the panel right now with 3 perennial all-stars. Kendall's always first team. Carter and Pat are always second team.
That's right, Patty. That's freaking right,
Look,
dude.
looking at that list, though, just like I'm just gonna be humble here. Like I don't know if I'm making it with the rest of those guys on that list. I'm like,
Nah,
man, that's
you're a big name, Pat. You'll make it.
they're well, but just big name only, right? Like I feel like maybe like statistically one of my worst seasons, I think.
Mhm.
I know my pirating was up there until the last 2 games, but
Same,
yeah,
Pat.
I don't know, just
Same.
just looking at it, I'm like, man, like I don't know if I make like I would at best be a reserve, like at best. So, but I'll let
Leave it
my
to the
fears get
voters.
slide.
That's humble,
I
Yeah, I'll let
Patty.
my,
That's freaking
That is
humble,
humble.
dude.
That is humble.
I feel like I don't know, there's enough non like Kid Andrews guys because originally it was mostly Kid Andrews guys, and then it was about two-thirds Kid Andrews guys, and so there was so much like just voting for the guys that you know, and I think there's
Mhm.
enough other people at this point that I don't think that that'll come into play the same way, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
as well as having the stats, like hopefully people actually take a look at the rankings, take a look at people's stats when they're considering it. Um, if they don't know them personally. Obviously, there's more than just that, but
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Did I have one more thought on that? Oh, let's talk this week. Talk matchups, make some predictions. First game up, we shall go with Los Polos and Conrad's Comrades. Carter, what are you thinking? Pause for a second.
Yeah.
Patty's not there.
I I won't be there. I leave for holidays
Ah,
on Sunday. Yeah, I know, Carter. I know. I know. Yeah, my wife planned a trip and we're going to the Okanagan that weekend or like that week, and yeah, I won't be there. So, but yeah, keep that in mind.
Well,
And I
first off,
in your
Patty,
heart.
Patty,
Yeah.
have a great time. Have a
Oh,
fantastic time.
thank you.
And I'll be taking Los Polos, please. Can we just move on?
Like, you guys got Nate Moria coming in, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We asked him right after playing Dirty Mike. We're like, "Hey, Nate, want to join us?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure."
That's the old NBA street, NFL street, where in playoffs, when you beat a team, you get to bring on their best player and carry on to the next round, right?
Mm-hmm. If you can't beat him, join him.
Exactly. It'd be interesting coming in to a playoff game as a sub. So you just don't have the same intensity you wouldn't think, but it's also just fun to win. So yeah, I'm curious the mindset.
I think he'll fit in well in that. And you know, again, like I don't think I played as well as I probably sh could have, especially like last time we played Los Polos. So I think Nate can hold his own there. And yeah, well, I'm taking comrades, comrades. Let's go.
Straight, Patty.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to think that you guys like Lost Poles is so big and you guys got some size, so I want to think you have a shot. What did the game go like when you guys played them last?
We were just perpetually behind by like 10 points. It felt like all game.
it
Like,
was, yeah.
yeah, like early going, like I know like Chase didn't really have it going. I felt like I was guarding Chase like a decent amount that game, and like he didn't have it going, but it just seemed like McCasa got a layup, Tristan got a layup. Like they didn't have Kyle that game either. They have actually had Nate
Okay.
Moria that game, and he balled out for them as well. But yeah, we were just like perpetually just behind all game. And never really could like yeah make it really close. So I think we lost by 9 or 8 points, something like that. But
Yeah, I just pulled it up. So 91-83. Is Shipton back or
I believe everybody else is.
okay. I
Yeah.
thought someone had said he tweaked his ankle, but
Who did? Sorry.
I thought someone said that Shipton had tweaked his ankle.
Oh, he maybe that wasn't the reason why he missed on Tuesday though.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. That's a lot of defenders. If Shipton's there, Shippy, Nate, Sean, Nate, Ez, I don't know. They're big, match size.
Yeah.
But remember how I eliminated you guys last year with Tyron? No, that wasn't you. Was you? Were you there on that team?
me?
Yeah, no, you weren't.
Oh, of course I was a part of that team. I was devastated.
Were you there for that game?
I was in the game, buddy.
Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, um, uh, Tyron like became our biggest fan and wanted us to win. And I can't
Yes.
decide if I should cheer for Conrad's team because they beat us or because I hate them and I want to cheer for Los Polos Hermanos.
Cam, just cheer for the Green Olympics.
Yeah, you're reffing that first game, so you should probably cheer for someone else.
Yeah. I have no bias.
I'll cheer for Principal's office because I'm refing that game too. Give my bro all the calls.
Cam, you can't say that.
If I
Are you
had to
kidding
pick,
me?
I would go with Los Polos.
Wow. That's
Actually,
crazy.
it's gonna be a tough game to officiate when you get
I'm
the
not
fan
excited for it.
intensity
Nate's
and a
flying
lot
all
of
over.
big boys.
Oh boy. Kyle and Nate battling it in the post.
Yeah,
Sounds terrible.
yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Um, yeah, I would love to see the comrades take care of it. That'd be awesome. But
That would be good. That would be good.
I'm looking at their stats. They're all pretty similar. They allow about the same points against. Polo scores 10 points more a game. Field goal percentage is the same. 3-point percentage is 1% off. Conrad's team shoots 52% from the free throw line. Los Polos shoots 60.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
91 for 174. I mean, it's pretty good for men's rec league. Same rebounds, similar assists, steals, blocks. I don't know. Wow. Los Polos has 136 offensive rebounds to Comrades 100. So they get after it.
Gotta win the glass.
yeah,
You think all 36 of those are Kyle's? Probably.
pretty close. I've seen David in there a few times too.
Yeah, Dave's sneaky, sneaky good rebounder.
Let's get Justin and Braden hot from outside and make it interesting.
Even Nathan can shoot too. People underrate Nathan. Not Chippy, but the other one.
He only
And he
takes
can,
2 a game and he always makes one.
I know, yeah.
At a good
And he can
time
lace
too.
it.
The reason it was so tough because we got to that fourth quarter and then I think Nate hit the first 3, then Conrad hit one, then Braden walked into one too. I'm just like, oh, no one's hit all game. Neither team has hit all game, and they just
You have
walked
3
into it.
guys named Nate on your
That's what I
team
was just
already?
thinking. There's 3 of them. The communication's going to be horrendous.
Holy cow, man. That's
I didn't think of that
ridiculous.
either.
That's wild. All right, let's move
Come
on.
on, Conrad.
So we had 3-1, right? Los Polos to Comrades. Let's go Surf Squad and Casco Crush.
Say it, Carter. Say
What do
it.
you
Say
think?
it, boy. Say it. Say it. We can't hear you. What are you saying? We didn't hear any of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it again. The Casco Crush are going to win the game. Easily. Handily. Nick's gonna have 50, Jackson's gonna have 40, and Levi's gonna have 30, and Zay's gonna have 40. So they'll have 160 points. And Frank's gonna have 45 rebounds, and then the game will be done. And the Crush will be victorious and continue their rampage through the league.
Possible.
They see us the next week, man.
Yeah. Who would you pick if you were playing the Crush?
I'm injured that game.
Oh my gosh. That's of course it's those two in the first round. That'll be a fun game.
I think it's gonna be high scoring. Like
Oh
they'll just
yeah.
get up and down the floor. Like I think, yeah.
Every game with Casco Crush is high scoring. They score 89 a game. That's like one of the top points for in the league, but they allow 92.
They're missing Tanner and picking up big 360 no scope, Richie Getman.
Yeah,
If he gets
that team
hot,
is the best team in the world, man. Come on.
yeah, big Richie. I love that guy.
Who they pick him up for?
For Tanner Murray.
Oh right, Tanner Murray.
Yeah. I don't know. I Casco has nothing to lose, so they're gonna come out firing. Gonna have a tough time with Jerry, but I'm gonna take the crush in this one, I think. Oh man. No, I actually do think the crush could take this one. Nick's been balling. I don't think that they have an answer for him. And if they focus too much on him, then Isaiah and Frank for kick out threes, and obviously you got Jackson's gonna get his. So yeah,
Yeah, when you stare at it for a long time, it gets a little hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Levi's gonna punch Billy in the balls a few times on the sideline.
Perfect. Billy's gonna get rattled. First play of the game, Levi trips and throws an elbow.
Oh man.
Dude,
I
Casco
uh
Crush
I
shoots
think
72% from the free throw line. That's crazy. Sorry, Pat, go ahead.
That's because Nick
no
is
no
100%.
Yeah, Nick's like 51 for 54. Ridiculous.
yeah. I was just gonna say I have Surf Squad taking this one, but like I said, I think it's gonna be really, really high scoring, and I have it written down 96-90.
Nice.
Really, really high scoring.
Nice.
96,
They
90.
both hit a hundo the last time, right?
Did they? What was that last game?
That was a
I'm pretty sure they did. I'm gonna double check that too.
That was the first week of the season. 111.90 for Surf Squad.
Yeah. I could very easily see that both like they're both
That
throwing
was
the hunt.
Billy's best game of the season. That's when he had the 46 spy score. So wild.
yeah. What do you think, Cam?
I will choose. Oh, dude. I'll be Surf Squad. I trust Billy's game plan going into a game and what they can figure out. And yeah, just smooth. Plus, I want to see a Surf Squad Green Analytics second round. So
Sure.
Who says we're winning the first game? Yeah.
you guaranteed it the other day. Remember when I saw you and you're like, dude, Devo's team is the worst. Green Analytics is the
I
best.
never
We're
said
gonna we
that.
I guarantee we're gonna win.
I
You
never
remember when you
said
said all
that.
that?
Hey, do not. Cam is saying false information on the pod. I never said that one time. Every game is hard fought, man. Every game is hard fought. You have to come in with the warrior mentality. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, they've just started cooking, so I think I want to go with Surf Squad on that. Dustin's been playing well.
Yeah, I think the key for the crush there is Isaiah and Frank. I think they got to hit a couple of their first kick out threes.
Yeah.
So you can't triangle into that crew. And yeah, I think they're the keys for that one. For the Surf Squad, Evan on the boards, gonna have a big role. Uh,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go with guys like Joel and Fallon. Um, what are they gonna contribute? Are they gonna do some damage? Joel did some damage on us. Fallon wasn't hitting a ton against us, but yeah, Joel was big for them down the stretch. So if they can get some out of their utility, they'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Role players, man, they make the difference.
Percent. All right. Lytics and Devo's dogs. 3-6 matchup. Patty, what are you feeling?
I think this is I know the matchup there. I think you guys played them the first game or second game of the season. When did you guys play these guys again?
I want to say it was first.
Yeah. Did they have Zach that game? I
No.
didn't. No, I
No
didn't
Zach,
think.
no Quinn.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a really, really close game. I have it 77-76 with another Carter buzzer beater. That's my prediction right there.
77-76 with Carter buzzer beater.
Yeah, with the Carter buzzer beater.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I think it's just a really close game. I think like that first game in the year, obviously, or whatever, whenever it was early in the season, two completely different teams. Like really at this point, like I think like Divas Dogs is like they've definitely grown as a team as the season gone along, and Zach's definitely held his own offensively, and obviously, having to deal with Greeno is going to be a challenge, but I still think he's going to be able to put up some numbers. And but yeah, I think Green Analytics will ultimately, you know, take it away with a Carter buzzer beater.
Let's go,
Wow.
Carter.
A lot of pressure, Carter. I think it's Zach may or may not get his if he Greeno's on him most of the game or whoever, but Quinn. I think it's gonna be Dustin and JVG and JVP,
Yeah.
all those guys, because they need to kind of show up and hit some shots and play super well. JVP will be big in the paint, starting Kendall. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think it comes down to those three and how they play and how well they're shooting.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pick Green
This is
Analytics.
also a this is also a game that I feel like Kendall you can eat a lot. Like you can really like get a lot of points, right? Like I feel like you're a little
The
faster than Nick.
Nick could
Um
clamp him.
maybe, yeah. I feel like this is a game where like Kendall like really like, you just had a 20 and 19 game. I feel like you could very easily have another 20 and 19 game this game
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
fair.
Yeah.
MVP statement, Kendall. Gotta do it.
Statements right before the ballots go out.
Statement win.
Um, I think Cam, your comment, I think Dustin is huge for them. If he shoots like he did preseason, it's going to be a slugfest. Um, Depending our matchups, but JVB, if he can hit a few threes and pull me out, I think that takes away some of our rebounding presence as well. So that's
Yeah.
a nice one for them. Zach's so good, like his so strong, and when he goes left, and then he has that tough lefty finish. Yeah, I don't know how he can finish that so well, but he's he's great. So they're a good team. They are coming off a bye week, and that's tough to do
Mm.
coming into playoffs. So I think it's going to be a great game, or they come out of that bye week kind of slow. Um, Dogs take this as a call. Get ready to go. I want a good game. But yeah, hoping that bye.
Dude, the bye week threw off my whole season.
Is that when you went downhill, eh?
That's when it just fell off.
Next,
You know, it's the last one.
assuming we hit 10 teams next season, I had to make the decision whether we went with every team has a bye or two buys. So we would have like two teams have a bye each week, or no buys. So I went with no buys. Other than Thanksgiving week, there's no game. So essentially everyone has a bye the same week. So a little bit different look, but I think that'll be nice if we do hit 10 teams.
Cool. That's awesome.
And the only Tuesday game is a draft combine, and there's one Thursday play-in game. Other than that, we stuck with Sundays. So,
No, sweet.
yeah, that'll be
Well,
nice.
you guys will have a fun season because I'm retiring because Cam got picked before me. So
He did. He said he would retire if I
freaking
got picked
fun.
before.
It was fun.
Okay,
I
but
have to go
hear me
start my
out.
own men's league.
What happens if we switch teams? Does Green Athletics get worse or better, or does Dirty Mike and the boys get worse or better?
I don't know, man. I don't really care,
We're like the same
honestly.
player, except you're a better finisher.
I don't know, Cam. You're a fantastic player.
Oh, stop. You're fantastic.
Stop.
You guys are just loving on
Okay.
each other.
Okay, next game. Or
Yeah,
if
what's
you
the
want to
last
keep
one?
talking, Kendall.
Carter, I think if you get the chip, I think that overpowers your need to quit.
Agreed.
So I do have to quit if we don't win. Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, man. Did you make your prediction there, Cam? Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I did.
Principal's office, Tim's Tropics. Be an interesting one.
Timmy's feeling pretty confident.
Who I guess I imagine Tim matches up with Ruben. Joey with Seabass. That's not too bad. Yeah, if I don't know. Ruben's he's so strong. If you want him settling for threes, but then all of a sudden he starts hitting threes and then you're in trouble. So yeah, I think that principal's office might be a little bit too much for them to handle.
I
Interesting. That would be my take as well. Sorry, go ahead, Pat.
no, no, you go first. You go first.
Yeah, I think I mean, principal's office top two scorers are really good. And then throw a few Logan transition if he can get out in transition on this team, which I think he can if that's something they want to prioritize.
They never prioritize it, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't happen.
I don't know.
He's
If you're
down the
one of the
court, man.
fastest guys in the
He's
league, you
down the
have to
court,
run
bro. Like, there's
transition.
nothing, but it's not that no one cares, man.
You have to. I just don't get it. Riley can hit a few threes. I want to see another good game from Aaron. He's been kind of good these last few weeks. Yeah, I don't know. My pick would be principal's office as well right now. Maybe if Bob takes some initiative and shoots a few threes and stuff, kind of gets into that way, but we'll see.
I think they triangle two'd, like the Tropics triangle two'd Seabass and was it Ruben or did he have I feel like
Probably
he had
someone
a sub.
else.
I think it was Shane that day. Yeah, I think they had Shane, but yeah, Tim's always working up something. So if there's some squad that can beat him, it'd be him. But I also really want to see Kyle and Ruben go at it in the semifinals. So
Yeah, that would be awesome.
yeah, a fun matchup to see.
That'd be great.
I'm I'm picking I don't think I don't know if it's an upset or not, but I'm picking Tim's Tropics this one. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just have like a feeling about it. I just think like Tim's Tim's literally just scheming away. He's gonna come up with something, make Seabass and Ruben inefficient shooters and yeah, maybe Jordan will get hot from three and they'll get out in transition themselves. But yeah, I'm taking Tim's Tropics 82-77.
Nice. These are some close games. I like it, Patty.
I came prepared with all the scores and everything.
I love it.
Of course.
Patty's such a good guest, man. 10 out of 10 for real.
And Principal's
Appreciate it.
office also coming in on a 4 game win streak, so coming in hot.
Yeah, they were 1-3, I think, right?
Yeah, crazy.
Well, well. Okay. So Ruben, don't be upset with me. Log, I actually don't care if you're upset with me. Klaus also don't really. I love Klaus, but if he's mad at me, that's okay too. But man, I'm feeling a little tropical this weekend. I'm feeling a little tropical, nice weather. I'm loving it. Give me the tropics this weekend, dude. Come on, come on. Okay,
Oh my
that's all I
word.
gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I'm picking the tropics.
Oh
You
man.
gotta.
Go
Hey, pick
to
what your heart tells you, man.
Art wants what it wants. Cool. Um, any last thoughts about playoffs, about things about to go down?
Who
Who
are
who's,
uh who are
who's
Dirty Mike and the boys playing this Sunday?
Hey, who are you guys playing?
The Xbox. The Xbox.
Playing the
yeah,
Xbox. I'm actually there, and I'm gonna be so sad because I have to ref. I have to watch all these playoff games happen.
if
Oh,
if you don't make the All-Star game and you're out in the play-in game, it's pretty unfortunate because you're missing what 3 weeks of that hurts.
hashtag get Cam in the All-Star game, dude.
Yeah.
Get Cam in the
That's a
All-Star
hashtag. I need one more basketball game. I need one more.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's okay. We
But
got the tournament this summer, and we got the fall league's not that far away.
yeah, it's a quick off season this one. Um just for someone had messaged me asking me why we don't do B side of playoffs. We used to do it. I want to say a season or two was when we quit doing it. It was a waste of, in my opinion, a waste of money to budget for because guys didn't care. They came in, they just
Nobody would show up. Nobody would show up.
yeah, half didn't show up. It was
Constantly 5v6, 6v6 games. It was just, yeah, it was bad.
it's like again, it's men's league, it's recreational. It means nothing. But once there's no chance of actually winning it all, who cares, right? Like, yeah. Um, Cam, you mentioned the tournament. We'll talk about that real quick. So our 2025 Summer Slam we're going with. I did send out registration to those who showed interest on the mid-season feedback form. Gave them first dibs. I'll share it with the rest of the league here probably maybe tomorrow. We are, last time I checked, we were at 14 guys registered. So we're over a third of the way full if we do 4 teams. Then if we get another 16, we do 6 teams. If we get another 16, we do 8 teams. So I'm expecting 4 to hit very quickly. 6 is the goal, and then 8 will be probably tough to get there, but maybe doable. Summer is a little challenging. A lot of people go away, but that is July 25th. We're going to do a little scrimmage night, so teams will get drafted the week before with an auction. And then that 25th in the evening, you'll have a game, just kind of get to know your team, build some chemistry. And then the actual tournament will go Saturday morning, evening, and Sunday afternoon for 3 games. So I will share that with in the main chat here probably tomorrow.
That's
Carter,
pretty fun. Me and the commissioner teaming up. I'll tell you right now. And Carter, you're not invited.
Yeah,
Carter's a working man. He can't make it.
You can't. You're not playing.
I'm out, guys.
Why?
Look, unavailable at that time, and
What are you doing?
I'll be in the truck hauling.
You got to get
Take
some
it off.
holiday time, no?
Submit a request for time
Look,
off.
man, look, time's up, man. I gotta take my life seriously. I gotta get after it here. So, yeah,
Carter, you got to play in the tournament because you're retiring after next season.
yeah. Well, it's been fun. It's been a good ride, and I want to say thanks to everyone. Patty, it's been a good time, man. For real.
I know
Oh
it's
my
been a good time.
gosh.
Big ups,
You're so
Patty.
dramatic.
Oh man.
Stop it.
Gotta start preparing for my future
Oh.
family and wife and kids. So,
That's true. Okay, fair enough.
Oh man. Um, Playoffs. Last talk about playoffs. Who I don't know, you talk about like playoff was it playoff P of Paul George? Whether or not he steps up in the playoffs is another question. But who's that guy? Who's the guy who's going to step up in playoffs and take it to a whole nother level, um, based on previous years?
Jackson Casco.
I think if Zach comes out and has 45 and beats you guys and just starts, and then he's just going to cook the rest of the games. Maybe he's been taking it easy on us all season. I don't know. But if Zach did something like that. Logan Penner, if he comes out, has dirty.
Holy cow, dude! The Logan Penner just glaze has to stop, man. It's ridiculous. Can't hear this crap anymore. They're not
Oh,
giving
this.
him the ball, dude. They're not gonna give him the rock. He's
We're
not
talking about
getting it.
we're talking about playoff P. What about Carter, bro? Carter's got to show up, man.
I think last year Tim stepped up in the playoffs for you guys. At least that first game he got
Yeah,
going. He was big. I think the
he
last
did.
game a little bit less so, but
Yeah, he did.
yeah. Mm,
Tim, Bob, who else is in there?
I think
Honestly,
Ryder
Chase
could.
kind of take over in these playoffs and just like start
yep.
like just cooking guys would be awesome.
I
Yeah,
think
Lead Los Polos.
Go ahead, Betty.
yeah, I was gonna say I think Justin Surface has a little bit to prove just with like being he hasn't lost a chip yet since he's been here. And I think, taking the role on the GM, he doesn't want to lose that streak. So I think he'll bring it up to another level, which is scary for the rest of the league in the postseason. Because I think, a guy who's just, constantly like 22, 23 points a game, up to like, high 20s, like, yeah, look out. And like he can rebound the ball too. He can dish, like, yeah. I think if he can step it up for sure and even be a bigger force than he is right now.
But I mean, not making the MVP ballot, like gotta has to hit home a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure Billy will have choice words about that too, and make it known.
Billy will
Well,
be
I
upset about Jerry not making Depoy as well, but his GM should have voted for him. So
That's Surf's fault.
yeah.
um I was gonna say Greeno. Greeno just seems like he's been on a bit of a mission this year. Being on the same team as him, he's getting after it. He could be someone, and then also a fellow member of the pod here tonight, Patty. Patty could step up, have a crazy playoff performance. I'd love
He's
to
not
see it.
there in the first game.
Not there, Carter.
In the second game, in the
Thank
second
you,
game.
appreciate it. In
My
the
bad, guys.
semifinals,
My bad.
I'll step up. In the semifinals, I'll step up. My squad's
Yeah,
just
he'll
got to pull
step.
through. Just got
Yeah,
to win the
Conrad
game.
has to beat the 1 seed. Easy. What about Conrad? He goes nuclear, hits 10 for 12 from three. He's staring everybody down. He hits his
That'd
deep
be the
like he
dream.
checked three and he's like walking back on defense, like just straight
Hmm.
facing it.
Yeah,
That's a
stands there with
scary
both toes.
scary thing. So like he's won Mikasa, Ledcham. Like they could all of a sudden put up 15 threes in a game and hit 12 of them, right? So yeah, it's scary playing guys like that.
Possible. It'd be crazy.
Cool. Any uh any last thoughts? We'll call it a night here shortly.
I have no thoughts. It was a great season. Fun to see playoffs come.
Goodbye, Cam. Goodbye,
Cam, it was
Cam.
a playoff game. The playing game's a playoff game. It was a playoff game.
Kendall kept calling it a free game. I'm like, yeah, a free game if we win. Frick.
Uh,
I guess we could have just been eliminated instead. So that I'm glad there was another game. But
Yeah.
would if you get big enough, would it ever be acceptable to have teams not make playoffs, so not get that one and done game that make the season more important, or should they always have the ability?
probably always have the opportunity if everyone's paying the same amount. I have the opportunity. If there's one really, if it's a big league and there's a few really bad teams and they don't, they get a chance to play. Chances are they're not going to win, but
Yeah.
who
Got it.
knows?
But it is like March Madness style, right? Like it's just like traditional Oregon bracket without that B side. Like literally a team could just like get hot and win, right? Like so I still think they should have the opportunity.
Cool. Yeah, for the 10 team league, the let's see, 7 and 8 play for the 7 seed, and then 9 and 10 play for the 8 seed.
Nice.
Or
Well,
no, no,
playing.
no, no, no. 7 and 10. Yeah, 7 and 10 play, and 8 and 9. Because
Gotcha.
ideally
Oh,
you'd
okay.
get 7 and 8 in. So yeah, I think it's 7 and 10, 8 and 9.
Gotcha.
So
If I'm in that 10-9 seed next year, even 7-8, 6 is the minimum now.
all right,
Okay. That
Carter,
had to get me back for last year.
who you got for shout outs?
What's that?
We can't hear anything.
Yeah,
What's
No,
playing? Dude.
we don't think you can hear it. Sorry, Carter.
no, I was playing Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You've been the
Uh,
one.
uh,
You've been the one for me. Goodbye, Cam.
bye, Carter. Are you shouting me out right now?
I don't got any shout outs other than you, Cam. That's the only shout out. And Patty.
Thank you.
Not Kendall though.
No,
Kendall knows my love for him, dude.
I don't need the reassurance on the panel here. Text me every night before bed.
Thanks for letting me play
I
point
bet he
guard.
does. Yeah, that's right.
Love it. I'll do just a couple shout outs. So looking ahead to next season, a couple sponsors coming back on. Five Sons Transloading staying on. Focus Realty Group. So I was Austin and then Tim. Precision Ledger Solutions with Maddie Mains coming back on. One Up Wealth Management. We have one more season with Chop Leaf Player of the Games. And Tim's Mobile coming back on. And then Evan's Trucking, your favorite there is.
Evan's trucking.
Evan's trucking!
And then Jordan Ryder bringing on Primerica, so that's a new one. And Alex Vanderstoel brought in the bees, so
Yes!
that's good stuff. I'm not sure if it's Vanderstoel Farms or if it's the bee side of things, or if that's the same thing yet. But I'm told they got a sponsorship coming in, so yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, I think I'm basically at the point where I can pull the trigger on some recording software. So been having meetings for that, and um, yeah, I think I'm ready to make my decision. It's been tough trying to decide, but
Awesome.
yeah.
That's
Recording
cool.
Love it.
software? What do you
Shout
mean
out
by
to the
Big
recording
news.
software?
Big news.
So just a better camera setup. So it'll be the two that I was looking at were Vio and Pixelot. Vio's a little bit better, a little bit more expensive. But yeah, they give us like it's a camera. It'll have two cameras, but they're in sync. So it'll be we won't have the two camera angles anymore. It'll be as if it's one. Um, so the assists will be nice. That'll be sorted out. Better quality. I want to say the Vio one, which is probably who I'm going with, is 4K. Compared to I don't know what we have right now, probably like 1080p or something. Live stream will be an option. What else do we got? Biggest thing, better quality. It should they zoom in a little bit, so like it'll come to this side, and then when we're playing on this side, it'll zoom in so you get a little bit better angle, and then same thing, it'll zoom out as it's panning, and then zoom in. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's so cool. Let's go.
yeah.
Good job, Kamesh.
Vio was they were way out. Just I don't know what the first time I reached out to them, I want to say it was going to be like 4 or 5K subscription per season. I was like, well, no, that's not happening. But followed up, got them down, and then now just today again, I was like, no, I'm going with Pixelot, and then like, okay, we'll give you free live streaming. So got another.
Oh,
I've got
Meet
them,
it.
The Kendall
dealing
wins,
and
pal.
dealing.
I've got them
Yeah.
down 600 on the camera. So from like $14.99 to $8.99. I've got them from $2.99 down to $99 on the tripod, and then I got the free live stream now for another three.
Let's go. That's what I'm
Let's
talking
go.
about.
Feeling good.
Well done. Claps for Kamish.
Yeah,
Let's go,
Let's go,
Kamesh.
Kamish.
let me try. Cool. Well, Patty, have a great vacation. Cam,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
have
I
fun
look
golf.
forward
And enjoy
to,
your vacation too, buddy. Enjoy your vacation too.
Have a good one, guys.